Starting at Star Lane DLR train station, walk to Cody Docks. We're going to walk along the canal all the way to Little Venice for the Canal Boat Festival. That tall old brick building is an accumulator tower. It was used between 1869 and the 1920s to regulate pressure in the hydraulic system that worked cranes, lock gates, capstans and swing bridges in the Limehouse Dock. No sleeping while in Limehouse Dock. suitcase fished out of the canal or a piece of art? Where that sign says Jubilee Greenway, that is a path that goes from Buckingham Palace to the Queen Elizabeth II Olympic Park near Stratford to celebrate the Queen's Jubilee in 2012 and the Summer Olympics in 2012. Just follow the blue signs, people. And then through and along Chapel Market. This is the other end of Chapel Market. Maygood Street. And this is the other end of the Islington Tunnel. That's about 1 kilometre. A tin of white paint being thrown away in the canal. Terrible people. They actually have a canal museum which is over there. You get to it by exiting the towpath and taking a left on that road. We are at Coal Drop Yard. Of course, that's where they used to drop off the coal along the canal. And they still have the tram lines. How cool is that? For moving the cargo of coal. And this is the Great Northern Railway Goods Yard. The bridge ahead there with 5 iron columns either side is the Macclesfield Bridge, more commonly known as Blow-Up Bridge. Underneath the bridge in the early hours of the 2nd of October in the year 1874, the canal boat or barge named the Tilbury was carrying 5 tons of gunpowder and it exploded, breaking the bridge. The explosion of gunpowder completely blew up the bridge, leaving a massive pile in the canal of bricks higher than the water, and that's why it's called Blow-Up Bridge. The explosion of gunpowder from the boat the Tilbury was so massive that even houses nearby, their windows were smashed and some of the houses were damaged. For the sake of all the cargo being moved along the canal, the bridge needed to be built again quickly, and it was rebuilt, I believe, within 6 days. That would never happen today. But one thing that they could reuse from the bridge was the 10 iron columns, and that's why you see the marks on the columns on either side. That's either side of each column. The marks are made with rope while the barges were going through. The grooves from the towing ropes were originally just on one side, but when rebuilding the bridge, they turned the columns to the other side to even out the grooves.
All year round, this is fantastic. That's very, very
John Nash was the builder architect of these wonderful mansion houses in Regent's Park and of Regent's Park itself. And when they were building the canal, he was very enthusiastic that the canal can go through Regent's Park itself, but it was thought better that it would be best served if the canal bordered the north circumference of Regent's Park, and so the canal runs along the north of Regent's Park. And so the section of canal from Paddington to Camden was built and then opened in the year 1816, and then extended all the way to Limehouse, and that was opened all the way to Limehouse by the year 1820. I've had to do a diversion away from the towpath because they're doing some work there. This is now a Lebanese restaurant, was once a pub, still got the name Crocker's Folly, owned by Frank Crocker. And the reason Folly is that he believed that the Great Central Railway were going to build their London terminus here. And so he had the pub built specially right here for the train terminus, but it didn't terminate here. The terminus for the railway station was put at Marylebone. It's now Marylebone train station. A well-known pub in its day though. So the lorry and the several vans here from Adler and Allen, they're the incident response unit for the environmental risk reduction. So they're the guys and girls working on the canal. And there's Crocker's Folly. So it's not much of a diversion. Little Venice that way. No, carry on. That's fine. We would have to have gone on a diversion anyway, because we would have approached a tunnel before getting to Little Venice. People there in the restaurant, they have a great view of the approaching boats coming into the tunnel. You see, they have a great view. There's the tunnel. Well, getting to Little Venice from Star Lane, it's taken me actually a lot longer than I thought it would. I knew it's a long way. It's about 12 miles, I guess. But you don't have to walk from Star Lane. There's lots of entry points to the canal. You can enter at King's Cross, which would be about 3.5 miles from Little Venice, or Paddington, which is only less than 1 mile from Little Venice. So many entry points. And finally here. There's plenty of river cruise boats here from Little Venice, tour boats, and over there is a puppet theatre barge, that colourful barge. There's even an island here, make a safe place for the ducks. And as you can see, plenty of colour on the canal boats. Wow, the bridge is crammed full of people taking selfies while I take pictures of people taking selfies.
Come on guys, keep coming. We wait. Give you a gap, get some space. You know how it is.
Tonga 2. Thanks guys for making the effort. Thanks for Who's On, That's It and Purple Emperor. But congratulations to David and Claudia Jacqueline on see here. These are all man-made. There's no natural rivers here. The system was built as a means of transport in the 18th century. And as such, they do require a huge amount of upkeep. So that.
Music, that jazz by the pool will begin very shortly. Meanwhile, all the refreshment stands, the vendors for sale, the things, the traders who are here. The boat was built by Still Waters in 2008 and is powered by 42 horsepower.
That building is known as the Fan Building. It's just gone 9 PM here at Little Venice and they're having their Illumination Canal Boats Festival part of the festival. Be careful when you're walking along the canal. A woman fainted, fell into the canal head first. Me and another man, we were able to drag her out and she came round. My daughter called the ambulance and she's going to be fine, but do be careful when walking along the canal.
Guys, okay, we've got a little bit of gap till we wait for a boat to get all themselves organised. Now go for the next boat. And they are a really deserving goal.